Hi, I'm Robert, and this is me. When I was younger, I had very low self esteem. I had gotten bullied a lot in school. It was kind of the culture that surrounded it at the time, growing up. And, being a male, it was expected of me to be strong and not really complain about it very much. I consider myself to be loving and caring for other people. But I never really showed it much when I was younger because I was angry. I had low self esteem and confidence. I ended up taking it out on my brother a lot. I would get bullied at school and then I would go bully him at home because it made me feel better. But then a few years later, I ended up going to church, and the values and principles that God asks us to keep really changed my life for the better. With the changes in my self esteem and my confidence, I found it much easier to communicate with people, especially strangers and groups. I've noticed that I can talk to strangers much more easily. It's a lot more fun for me to meet new people. And for a while, I actually did announcements in my church to the entire congregation, and I never in 100 years would have done that 8, 10 years ago when my self esteem was so low. And another big part of the change in my self esteem, my confidence, was really my friends. They've been there since the beginning, the whole time through late elementary up through middle and high school. They've just been there to help me out the whole time. And when it comes to groups that I associate myself with, that I feel comfortable with, I played sports growing up all throughout middle school and high school and elementary, and I tend to gravitate towards those people a lot, and I actually gravitate a lot towards those who are freedom loving, who like their individual liberties as a United States citizen. So I tend to gravitate towards those kind of ideologies as well. And with my growing sense of confidence, I've also been able to handle responsibility a lot better. I have a cat and a dog back home that I personally care for. I feed them, I play with them, I walk them, groom them, all of the above. And not only that, but also at my job, I I've been asked to do duties that usually 2 to 3 people take, and my bosses have bestowed that responsibility onto me, and I delivered, and they've actually promoted me because of it. So I believe that I handle responsibility very well. I'm Robert, and this is me.